Milton Keynes Council supports the armed forces community in a whole range of ways. We have a really good connection with our local veterans. So every time there's a civic function here, it's very important to the council to make sure that the armed forces community are represented here. I also keep a list of all the local employers that have signed the covenant as well. And we get together every so often. They get invited to the Milton Keynes Dons matches. They give us free tickets occasionally for key games for all the employees that have signed. So there's lots going on in Milton Keynes as a community to support the armed forces community. Well, one of the things I felt passionately about when I started was finding the other people within the council who are also from a forces background. I'm a reservist myself. I've been serving 22 years now. And there is a certain camaraderie and a certain banter that forces people enjoy. So I set up a forces family focus group. So once every quarter we all get together and we all have a cup of tea and a biscuit, and I deliver presentations about what's changing with the covenant, any new legislation. And what's really rewarding is when some of the members of the forces family focus group have approached me with an issue that they've had, and I've been able to to steer them towards one of the local services or military charities, and they've actually got real support for something that they felt they were on their own with. And I think it's about raising awareness internally but also externally as well, that when you sign on the dotted line it is forever, and we're a really big family, and it's great to spend time with other people from that community within the council.
So we've made some changes to accommodate those that are serving or have served, and primarily from an HR perspective, elements of those have been around our recruitment process. So our new online application form, for example, that was introduced at the end of last year, now has a specific question asking if someone is a veteran from the armed forces. Once that information is completed on the application form, that then is passed through to the line manager as part of the shortlisting process. And if someone meets the criteria for the role, then they're automatically shortlisted. So it's our commitment to the guaranteed interview scheme.
The armed forces community are quite a humble bunch, and they're not always brilliant at selling themselves, and certainly with things like CVs and job applications. And I mean, some people who joined the military a long time ago might not have had a job interview in their life. And I think anyone who wants to go for gold as part of that, they will be asked to pay more attention to those who've served and trying to get them on board, and reservists as well. And I think that's really important. But I think it's also they're doing something good as well. I think lots of people, always trying to find more ways to do more for the armed forces community. Well, this is a really great way of doing it.